Well, I went to 4 Olympic Games and was on the podium twice. Won gold at the Sydney Olympics, and in 2008 at the Beijing Olympics, I came second. I've been involved in various business ventures, but what my real passion is guiding out on the ocean and here on Vancouver Island. And so that preoccupies most or all of my day, unless I'm taking vacation time, which is I'm putting my feet up. So there you go. Yeah, sure. I really enjoy it's just a place to express yourself. You get to put in work, and then you get to express that hard work. And sport in particular has this great theater to it. I got off a phone call today, and the last thing Jeff said was "Go Leafs." You know, he acknowledged a sport, a team, and after he hung up, I laughed and I thought, you know, that's sport for you. It's like this unifying, this theater of it. And so I was participated at a high level, and then came away from sport and being a competitor, and now just enjoy the theater of it. I like watching all sports, and whether it be team competitions or games, or watching and seeing people's accomplishments in the ultra distance running or the swim run realm, whatever it may be. I'm out active every day. Yesterday I was out in the ocean for 2 or 3 hours there. I commute by bike, so I just stay active. I don't train or plan any progressions or have any real specificity to any of that training. It's quite it varies, but there's a lot of variety of whether it be playing soccer or out on the ocean or the occasional jog here and there. But it's just for love of being outdoors and active. I like that empty space out there. So that's more the driving force. I really enjoyed. I got exposed to the idea of swim run, which is funny because it's so basic, isn't it? But the idea of it as a competitive thing, and through this race, I don't know how to pronounce it.
We call the race Ötillö. It means island to island in Swedish.
Yeah, I got exposed to the idea that it was competed at that kind of level, and then went to Orcas Island the last 2 years in the San Juan Islands there, and competed. And what an incredible experience. It was on so many levels. It just reminded me of the basic tenet of endurance sport, of just it's from here to there to over there and back to here, and you got to go across that thing and then get your stuff from there to there and get back here. And it was no better moment than the entire thing than Lars holding up the race director, Lars holding up the course map on a small piece of paper, and he said, "That's the course map." And people said, "I can't see it from back here." And then he said, "You should just come here and look then." And I loved that kind of the basic, it was this really the nod to the essentials and your self-reliance. And it's so yeah, I've done that event twice, and now I have some of the gear. I got they got the short john suits, the ocean swimming suit, all the different paraphernalia. It complements paddling quite well. But outdoor endurance sport has always been for me is this excuse to just get out and explore. And so the swim run gives an opportunity to, this amphibian element of it, but the adventures you can get up to doing that and not be limited by this mechanical thing. I just really enjoy that basic premise of it. And it pays tribute to how I got into this sort of thing, is doing that at a very early age, just making our way from here to over there in whatever manner we could, swimming and running. So This paddling element for me is, I also really enjoy, and it's all the same. It's just an excuse to be outside. And as I like to say, that it turns out salt water is good for you. So if you live by the ocean, you get some salt water up your nose, and it's the best remedy that you could ever have. So I certainly can. It's that I like when you talk about triathlon and being involved in it for a long time. It's such a wonderful sport and has great heritage. And as a multi-sport discipline, I think it's terrific that these things are all kind of one and the same. It's just a love of being outdoors and expressing yourself. Something there that, and we, as we're talking about our participation in multi-sport events, it's often triathlon. Like you said, it's an individual sport. And I came from team sports. When I was quite young, I played a lot of hockey and soccer and such. And so there was an element of that I missed from triathlon. Triathlon's very, it's you, and you can call it a team, but you're qualifying to get against each other, and you're racing for this individual podium. So this team element to swim run is I thought I understood it before I tried it, that it would be something I'd enjoy. It was great. I underestimated that element of it. I had this unique experience of my partner was Lance Armstrong, so I was literally tethered to this endurance icon, this endurance sport icon, and all that comes with it, so separating those two things out was different. It was a very different, from the preamble and the whole kind of running narrative of what is sport and what is meaning, why do we do it, and is there redemption, and et cetera. All of that was in this kind of fun side, but that was there. But at the end of the day, it was just these two idiots that were just tied together, going for a swim and a run. And I really I got a lot from both elements of it. I had some moments there of like, wow, how did I get here? I'm walking through the woods on Orcas Island with Lance Armstrong in a wetsuit and trying to figure out a way home. And then, like I said, on the other side, it was just the intensity of competition and achievement and making your way from A to B, that I really enjoyed. It was, and it wasn't easy that day. That was both times I've done it. The second time I did the event was with Lars I can't pronounce his last name. Vandanger. He's from, he runs the Swimrun series. Just a great human, a great family. So I did it with Lars, and that was his own experience. It was just fantastic. We had a great time. We laughed a lot. It was, we suffered, so it was all good. I mean, there's opportunities with all of these events for that arena style racing. Obviously, the bike element of a triathlon just adds a logistics issue that's hard to overcome. It's not, as Super League triathlon has shown, you can do it, but it certainly is there's an accessibility issue there. So Swimrun is able to speak to just by nature a bigger audience there. I'd love to see it in some format around arena competition. I will say that in much like there's the ultra distance for triathlon, the ultra distance for swim run is probably where it's heart and soul is, that these events, we go on to the arena aspect of it with this short stuff that this short spectator friendly stuff, that it's just different. It's not better or worse, it's just different. But to me, at the end of the day, I think we're still endurance athletes that like to traverse long distances. So I think its heart and soul would stay there, and to be able to do that, you need that endurance base. That I'm not surprised when you say a 30-plus-year-old is the world champion, because that kind of that conditioning to be able to do it over that and have the experience to manage your energy levels throughout it is something that comes with experience. team element though that swim run brings is what's really I was gonna say it is unique to it. And certainly, as I alluded to, I saw that in Orcas Island, where it was very easy to underestimate just the importance of being able to communicate as a team and make decisions as a team, and the advantages and this that you had being able to do that. I really like that element. It's something that I hope swimrun really continues to tether to. There's obviously the safety element there, but also just I don't know, it turns out if we work together, we're better together. So there you go. Absolutely. That's on my list of things that I really would love to do. It's when I trained, I use paddling as part of my training program, but I would love to put that on the calendar one year. Jonas Kolting sent me some swim gear, and I was really very appreciative of that. Roka did the same, and then Ocean de Boer Ocean sent me an Ocean one. They're I'm trying all these different suits, and it's just great. That is the suits and the whole evolution of kind of the equipment to it. And I like seeing it go from all these different pockets to carry all your stuff down to this streamlined double zipper. There's some essential things there that, like I said, I didn't know all the little tricks the first time I did it, and I'm still learning now. So I enjoyed that element of it. Carry your own stuff element. It was great. Oh, okay. I tell you what, I would bring Hamish Carter. Or I would bring, and we would wear Laurent Vidal. We would have a patch for Laurent. We would have a very big, I think, I'll do it with Hamish Carter. Would come and do it, and we'll do it with the Laurent Vidal patch. So there you go. And for people who don't know, Laurent Vidal was a French triathlete, went to the Olympic Games, and was simply the nicest human you could ever meet. And he passed away a few years ago, more than a few years ago, but will forever be missed and forever be thought of as just a wonderful human being. So I'll do it with Hamish Carter, and we'll do it as a tribute for Laurent Vidal, for the Frenchman.